everybody. Welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles. And today we're in Havre, Montana, and we're heading down to Butte, I think it is, with a load of train axles from the rail yard here. And he got something to talk about that. And we're in the BPM LTL 9000. And don't know what's with the weird shadow on the fenders there. Gotta look into that. But yeah, this is a tribute to my truck I had when I drove. I had a couple Ford Louisvilles. This is an LTL 9000, but this is the closest I can get in the game without getting into a stolen truck. So this is, it's the same cab. I'll put a couple images right here of my truck, and you'll see the cab is the same on the L8000 as the LTL 9000. In the script and everything's pretty close. So there you have it. So let's hop in here and get going. Oh, one thing I want to do, let's look at the route. I think we can take Recon's Montana 200 and maybe save some time. So it says 329, and I'm thinking if we head off here, go down 200 and come this way, it may be shorter. Let's see. Oh, 340. Why is it longer? 340 versus 329. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we'll take the shorter route. Alrighty, let's get going. Yeah, somebody in a comment suggested that I do one of my trucks, and I had two Ford Louisvilles, and the first one had a very similar paint job, just that the 467 in the hood was in big, block numbers, not script, and the owner operator on the door was in red, not blue. I put it in blue. I put it in blue on the I was a little bit paler on my second truck, so it didn't stand out so much. Don't ask me why. So looking at the history of the LTL, it looks like the only engine you could get in them for most of their life was 3406. So that's what we have in here. My first Louisville had a 3208 KaD, which is kind of a miserable little motor. Not much power unless you had the turbocharged one. In the factory ordered truck, I ordered it with a Cummins in it, which was way superior to that 3208. But in the game, I'm kind of, I kind of have a thing for Z-Mod's KaD engines, just for the sound. I think the best Cummins engine is the one we were driving recently, and quite a bit, is the 444 from Creechbaum. That's a good sounding engine.
Go straight.
I think what I might need to do is go back to take the white off of this paint job and just paint it in the paint shop instead of having it locked down white. I don't think it looks very good painted white. All the big shadows and everything everywhere. go by Big Equipment, and we're gonna go past Big Sandy. We'll have to keep our eye out on the right at Big Sandy. There'll be the
Keep left. After 50
inspection.
yards, turn left.
Let's take the anybody. Oh, there's a car there. Shoot. We'll turn in here instead of. I think we can. Gee, maybe that was a mistake.
Keep left. After 50 yards, turn left.
Does that give us a direct shot in? Oh no, it's coming the other way. Darn. That was a mistake. Okay. Well, if it's the only one we make today, it'll be a good day.
After 100 yards, turn right.
Get our nose in front of this guy.
Turn right.
Is he gonna stop? Oh, nope. Okay, I have no idea what this truck weighs, so let's find out. I'm gonna guess 16,000? Let's see. Okay, what do we got on? So that would be, let me think, do the math quick. 60, 71, and then the trailer, let's say 15, 86. We had 86, let's see. That would make the truck 16 or so. Let's find out. 86, wow, 188. So the truck must be about 16,000 pounds if the trailer's, I think 15 I gave it.
After 100 yards,
Wow,
turn right.
that's freaky.
Right.
Yeah, so I can't remember what I put on the door. I just guessed at it. Let's have a peek at the door. What did I put on there? 16,374. Okay. I just made up the 370. Well, I made up the whole darn number. No sleeper.
Keep right. After 50 yards, turn right. Turn right.
The cool thing about this truck from BPM Modding is this has exactly the same suspension on it that my real life truck did. The rear suspension, the New Way Air Ride. Which is kind of cool. It's the only truck I know of in the game. Whoops. It's the only truck I know of in the game that has it. Big equipment. Got the roof cam. Yep. Okay, here comes Big Sandy. So we gotta look for the what is it? It's a 12V71 or was it a 16? The 747 Big Butt. I think it's a 16V 16 cylinder. There it is. So Recon put that there as a bit of a tourist attraction. I'm not sure if it still is, but I thought he'd made it a photo, trophy photo thing. Well, that's quite a sky out there.
Go straight.
Yeah, on the Discord I was mentioning, somebody asked me what kind of loads I hauled, and I listed out quite a bit of it. And the one I forgot was these darn train axles. Although I didn't take them with the wheels on. What would happen is, let's get that right window down a little bit, get rid of the boom. I would pick up the axles at the rail yard here in Calgary and take them to machine shops who would buy them for the, the high quality steel, but they would be aged out as far as the railroad was concerned. And I think the problem is they have these great big spur gears on them, and they don't show that. This is like rail carriage wheels, not the locomotive wheels. And I never picked up axles from these. I always picked up the axles that were from the locomotives, and they have a great big honking spur gear when they're in the locomotive. And I guess it's, I don't know if it's heat shrunk on or what. It's not welded. It must be heat shrunk on. And they take them off, the big spur gear off, and sell the axles. And man, they're heavy. Holy! I don't know if these are as big in diameter. Oops. The locomotive axles are pretty heavy. But the machine shops, they love that stuff. They're probably making like crossover subs and stuff for the downhole, like in the oil field.
Go straight.
Crossover sub goes between a length of pipe and a drill collar, which is the big heavy straight sections, not neck down like drill pipe, and they tend to keep the drill string straight and put weight on it for the bit, so you can put more pressure on the bit by letting that weight down on the bit. So you typically have at least 3 drill collars, and they're, what the heck were they, 24, 25 feet? I forget how long they were. Or is it 30? Yeah, I think maybe 30. A section of drill pipe is 30, I believe. Or a triple, anyway. Well, I imagine for a double, you'd have 2 of them be 60, so. Anyway. And a crossover sub converts from one thread to another thread. So if you have a standard, 4.5 XH or 4.5 extra hole thread on your pipe, and you got what was the thread most common on the drill bits? Oh shoot, extra hole? No, that was not extra hole. Darn, I forget. I used to machine them for a living when I was a youngster. Darn, forget. Extra hole was the pipe, I think. H90. I think H90 was the common drill bit thread. But anyway, a crossover sub has one thread on one end and the other on the other. Put it in between, couple something different into the drill string. So these things here are perfect. You already got you're not wasting a lot of material, cutting it down to the length. They're already fairly short, and it's good quality material, and I imagine that's what they were doing with them. Once again, I'm getting sidetracked. Stay on point, Dan. You're driving a truck. Forget about the other stuff. Pay attention to your GPS. Oh, I didn't put that Betty, I guess we're going to call her, in from Gamer Old Man. This has got to be Great Falls. Yeah, without the wheels on them, you can put a lot more weight on the truck because well, with the, once again, I don't have any experience with the rail car wheels, just the locomotive axles, sorry. And without the wheels on there, you can get the axles a lot closer together, obviously. And you can really get a dense load going.
Go straight.
That's that little burp at the end there I was telling you about the other day in the shifting tutorial, where I try and be in a high split on the way down the gears, and then I got that one final little burp if I need it. I just find it a good habit because it works in when you're going uphill and you got to come down a gear, and if you can get that half gear without moving the stick and save your bacon, it's a good thing.
Go straight. Keep right. After 50
Oh.
yards, turn right.
They're making a movie at the tire shop,
Turn right.
or somehow the tire shop made the news.
Go straight.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that one just changed.
Go straight.
Come on. The big wheels in that rack down there. It's kind of funny seeing the truck, you know, after all this time. I guess I gotta make the lettering a little bigger. I wonder if I should put McGyver on it and put it out on Steam. I don't know. It seems kind of weird. But you see, that's where I get the 467 from. That was my unit number. I was putting on my skins forever, and then, well, at the beginning, and then I switched it to 476 so I could use 467 for my own skins, like with my own name in the door for personal use. And McGyver was my nickname. And so that's how that became a thing. So I said, oh heck, I can't put 467 and my name on the door and put them on Steam Workshop. Doesn't make any sense. So I did 476. I was thinking about a name, and I was trying to, you know, I was thinking, well, I could put Bill or George or anybody but Sue. And then I thought, well, geez, McGyver, that's nobody's McGyver. So it could be anybody then. It's like putting, you know, your name here kind of thing. So that's how McGyver came about. I was McGyver at the shop because I was pretty handy at fixing stuff and building truck decks and for other people, not just myself, and swapping decks to new trucks. So I had all that going on. So they, as I mentioned before, probably even had it sewed on my, like we had company coveralls with the Chariot on the back embroidered, and they were nice coveralls, pretty swank looking. We looked like somebody when we pulled up somewhere, but instead of Dan on mine, they put McGyver. That was weird. Oh shoot, we got that darn automatic adaptive cruise control on. I keep saying it, and I keep not doing it, but I gotta harmonize all my profiles for controls. So on a bunch of them I have this button right here to disable it. I don't know if I have it here in this profile or not, so instead of risking losing 5 miles an hour here trying it, excuse me, I'll just turn it off. Does that look like, I don't know if that looks like we have that mirror mod in place on this profile or not. One thing we don't have is a surplus of power. I got a 650 horsepower engine in here, but it's with 55,000 pounds on, it's working on those hills. Fortunately, we haven't hit any big climbs or anything, so I don't think we have any on this trip. I don't know if that was it back there. If that's the case, we're in good shape. So far back in the seat, I'm seeing that seat when I look to the right for the mirror. See that shadow there, that bleep? That's the right hand seat, that's a drag. Tell it's in the darn mirror. Oh, got the Federales for company here. behind this map. We may be... yeah, I think we're going to be hanging a right before too much longer. Get around this guy, I think, no problem. Yeah, I'll lean forward a bit. Look in the mirror, that works. Hope I was supposed to turn here. Pretty sure. Oh, what the heck was that all about?
Keep right.
That was weird. So this truck has a 258-inch wheelbase, and my truck had a 253-inch wheelbase, I think it was. Whatever the longest wheelbase I could get on that truck, it was, I believe it was 253. I wish I still had the build sheet for it. Sort of thing you don't think about when you're young, you know, you just too busy getting out there and making a living. Uh-oh, weigh scale. Yeah, I'm gonna try taking the white paint off the truck and make it paintable and see if it looks any better.
Keep left. Keep right. After 50 yards, exit right ahead. Exit right ahead. Keep right. After 50 yards, exit right ahead. Exit right ahead.
Well, we're pretty much there.
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Look at that view out there. Wow, I love it. I like coming down to this little park here, as I think,
yards, turn right.
yeah, I've been weighed in here before. Like as you drive into the rail yard, there's something else in there too. I can't remember what the business was. There's more than just a rail yard. But I've driven in there empty to pick up a load and been asked to go across the scale, which is really cool. I really wish that the game did that more often. When you go into a yard, you could weigh in and weigh out. Can't believe I pretty much nailed the weight on the truck. That was freaky. Doesn't happen every day.
After 100 yards, turn right. Turn right.
We can bypass the scale. I don't know how you're supposed to bypass the scale. You go right over it. But I think when it's active, the green goblin is there. Now, what's the business down here? The rail yard is up ahead. No, there's a. Is it chems or something? I don't know.
After 100 yards, turn right.
Thought there was more than the railway.
Turn right.
Well, maybe it's just the railway. Yeah, it looks like it.
You have reached your destination.
Yeah, I would have been proud back in the day to own a LTL. I used to love these trucks. But I just had the lowly little L8000. Oh well. With what I was doing and how much of it I was doing, and I was probably making as much or more money than some guy pounding down the road in one of these. In fact, I'm sure I was. I did pretty good with the hot shots. Big part of it was being able to find whoops, high-speed reverse. Being able to find the locations, which are in some pretty strange places out in the oil field. Oh, maybe a little close to that other vehicle. It's going to give it to us, but not much room for getting the straps off. Oh well, here we are. Collar done. 331 miles, 65 gallons. Yeah, see, the thing when you don't have sometimes the bigger engine, not running it as hard, it seems to get better mileage. The smaller engine or the smaller power, you're standing on it more and you seem to use more fuel, it seems. I guess up to a point. There's got to be a point of no return there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try taking the white paint off and just paint it in the game and see if it gets rid of that shadow. So if this is a skin I should put in the game, let me know. I'll improve it and make it more accurate. But as always, appreciate you guys following along. And I can't remember who put the suggestion in, but I hope you're not disappointed in my very simple truck. And we'll catch you guys later. Take care, and bye for now.